Hello, my name is Shannon Shuey, and before I came to church and learned about God, my life was a complete mess. My marriage was basically over. My husband said he hadn't loved me in 10 years, and I was very angry and just didn't get along very well with some people. And I had some friends come and pray for me and gave me the book called The Power of the Praying Wife. Through that, my life has turned completely around. I'm no longer angry. I have more joy in my life than I ever thought was possible. I'm stronger than I have ever been. And I don't worry about things that used to overwhelm me before. I've changed tremendously since July. Before that, like I said, I was just not a very happy person. And just, like I said, knowing God and praying and knowing that He is beside me and I'm never ever going to be lonely is just the most amazing feeling I've ever had in my life. It has brought me closer to my kids. My kids come to church with me now. And I help people, I reach out to people. Before, I would never have done such a thing. I ask people, do you believe in God? And when they say yes, then I just start trying to help them. I want everybody to feel what I feel, the joy that I have. What excites me about my faith is reaching out to people and helping them, and so they could have the joy and the hope and the faith and the strength that God has given me, and that they can know every day that they're not alone in their problems and that they just seek God. He has the answers. This is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Because before, I would have been a mess if my husband would have left, and I would have had no idea, how am I going to pay the bills? How am I going to raise my son? How am I going to make sure that he has everything that he needs, food on the table? And just knowing that God has given me this strength, I don't even worry about those things because I know that He will provide everything that I need. How I keep my faith strong is I do read my Bible every day, probably a couple hours a day, and I pray at least 3 times a day. And a friend of mine and myself have a women's night that we do talk to other women about the power of the praying wife. I would like to thank my best friend, Marla Mush. Her being brought into my life has been the most amazing thing. I thank God every day that Marla was brought into my life, because without Marla, I wouldn't know God. And without God, I wouldn't be here and be the person that I am today.